Hey guys, welcome back to Life on Greenwood. So I'm going to make my first peach cobbler. Let's see how this turns out. I've been checking out recipes online and I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. So let's get started. I'm going to make my first peach cobbler. Now I love peach cobblers. I love peach cobblers, but I've never made one. So I'm going to attempt a peach cobbler tonight. Okay guys, so first I'm starting with 2 cans of peaches in syrup, and I use the entire cans of both cans of the syrup with the syrup in it. Also a ½ cup of sugar. Now the recipe I saw only called for a ¼ cup, but I like my stuff sweet. Then I used a ¼ cup of brown sugar. Stir everything together in the bowl. Stir it well. And this recipe I found on YouTube. And I'm just modifying it a little bit to how I know that I like things. And I like things really, I like my peach cobbler really sweet. If you don't like sweet peach cobbler, then I would say cut back on some of the sugar. Next, I'm going to add cinnamon. 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. And I'm going to add a ½ teaspoon of nutmeg. One tablespoon of cinnamon and a ½ teaspoon of nutmeg. And then stir in that. Also, I would say if you are a big cinnamon lover, add a little bit more cinnamon, but not too much cinnamon or nutmeg, because I think they kind of become a little tangy after a while, but stir those well. Stir everything very well. And you can see I'm looking down. I'd taken some notes from a video that I saw earlier, so I keep looking down for that. Then I'm going to melt some butter in the pan on the stove. And to that I'm going to add the peach mixture. Now it's optional whether you wait for the butter to melt or not, or just dump your peaches in as the butter melts and just continue to stir, which is what I did. Trying to make sure I get all of that good cinnamon and nutmeg out of there. Yummy, yummy. Okay, I think you got most of it. And I'm going to stir this on the stove, and it smells absolutely delicious. So I'm going to cook this over medium heat, just letting it thicken, and you should see how thick this is getting. It's really, really getting thick and rich, and the smell is so delicious. Yummy. Now the recipe I saw even said to add vanilla extract. I didn't have any vanilla extract, so I didn't add any. What I did see in the recipe, that one of the recipes that I follow said to add some cornstarch for thickness. So I added 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. Probably could have gone for a little more, but this is my first time. I didn't want to overdo it. But you could see as I was stirring in the cornstarch that the peach mixture started to thicken. still smelling absolutely divine. So I stirred this in, and while that was sitting, I pulled out my pie dough. And these pie crusts I bought pre-made, thank goodness, because I was looking at a recipe to make some pie crust, but I wasn't about that this time, my first time out. So I used a glass Pyrex dish for my peach cobbler, and I just laid it in there. And I didn't really have to go through all the pressing of the dough. I could have just laid it in there, and I didn't have to make any edges or anything. What I didn't show on camera was I added little pieces of the pie dough to my peach mixture to make it a little doughy and thicker. I've seen that in some peach cobblers that I bought. So, and I saw that in the recipe as well. Now this is optional, making the strips of dough for your covering. You could have just put the pie crust on top and left it alone. The recipe also calls for brushing on butter onto the top layer of your pie dough. I didn't have a brush handy, so I just went with pouring little drops of butter on my pie crust. By the way, I should mention that we started out by preheating the oven at 350. Here it is, guys. I think it looks great. And I can't wait to try it. So, let me just tell you. Let me fix this. I actually followed like 2 or 3 different recipes trying to get to something that was easy, and like one of the recipes said cornstarch, one didn't mention cornstarch, one said vanilla extract, one I saw did not say vanilla extract. I mean, you can't go wrong with vanilla extract. We didn't have any at the house anyway, so I had to opt out of it. But let me just get a bowl and give this a try. Actually, I decided to put it on a plate so we can see. This looks so good. Oh, look at I love the little doughy pieces. This looks too hot to eat. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is definitely, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm definitely going to be making these. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I think this is becoming a mukbang. Oh yeah. Oh. Okay, guys. So this was a success. Oh my goodness. This was a success. Thumbs up the video if you oh my god. Thumbs up the video, guys, if you like this. This was my first peach cobbler that I've ever made in my entire life. And few trials and tribulations, but this is so good. Okay, that's it. I have to go, guys. I'm gonna have to go because yeah, I gotta go. Thank you, guys, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and for my returning friends, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.